meetings. It's when you start something.
Okay, never mind. Take
All right,
care of it.
fine. All right, what we're discussing here is what we're gonna do about the Part Bs that were started a long time ago, like 2007, and you know what? We've been slowly, reducing it a little bit because of, the cost. Everybody has gotten letters over the years, letting them know that eventually we might be eliminating it. We're trying to hold off as long as possible. It's become a big expense for the town. So a couple of discussions that, I mean, I could throw out on the floor, leave it like it is. Or go with something like a buyout, maybe, this is my thought, it's not, all right, so Becca, it's, you know, it's people that worked for us for a lot of years and retired for a lot of years. And we just, there was talk about, in early summer, August, or so, it's eliminated totally and then it was stable. And I don't think we want to eliminate it totally, but I'd like to make like a suggestion, is maybe we can have a buyout. I'm looking at the $1,200 a year, $100 a month. And we'll go for the rest of this year and all of next year, then maybe we'll end it. And give the people enough time to be prepared for it. That's just my suggestion. There's a couple on there that, we have a question, 2 years ago about the price. Some of these people are charging because they're also getting the, Part B, I don't have it in front of me. That extra, we get them that insurance for the 20%.
The people that are getting a larger payout, I made a list for you guys of everybody getting just the Part B payout, the quarterly Part B. Then there is 2 people that receive also the quarterly Part B reimbursement and a health insurance buyout because they are not on our Humana plan. And there's another couple that is not on our insurance buyout, so is not on our insurance plan. So that would be the 3 larger checks that you see go out quarterly is because they are not on our Humana plan. So it was essentially an insurance buyout. I've broke those down for you on the sheet as to what they are. My understanding of them. And the reason they were not, when these people all live out of the area, and before we had Humana, they were not eligible to be on, our insurance did not cover them. Now with Humana, they could come back onto the Humana plan and be covered where they now live. That's also an option. The Humana plan is about $221 a month for the people that are on it. And these people that are listed under quarterly Part B reimbursements without the buyout, they are on the Humana plan. So they are receiving the Part B reimbursement and they are on the Humana plan. That answered your question. I was not here when those numbers were set. They were all set before I came. I do have folders of documents. And if I go through all of this, there are letters to different people as to why they are getting the amounts they are getting. But as far, I can't tell you the exact formula as to how these numbers came out. They were already there.
Isn't the parking advertised every year? I like, okay, we're 2022, this is what part B is here, everybody.
No, because I mean, I gave you another sheet and this is what everybody provided to me for documentation for Part Bs. And they do vary. I mean, we have people that down to 148.50. We have 3 people that pay 148.50 a month. And then we have another person that pays 221.10 for their Part B.
Isn't that stuff has social security that amount? And it depends on when you retire, those amounts differ. Because I know anyone retiring now is going to pay more than what I have started out paying in that. So it's when you retire that from social security that changes periodically, they raise that amount. So that's why someone who's probably been retired longer is paying less than someone who's more recently retired. For that Part B amount.
You'll see on my documentation, there's one person that I did not receive documentation from. So I just left their column blank, their amount blank.
So,
My feeling is because we can, handle that age group. I know that I've been right on the because I just started a few years ago. It was the people who this screen in front of me have been on this scholarship for what? So I don't know appreciate why were you such a privilege.
I cannot answer that. I mean, that's Social Security comes up with what their Part B premium is, not us.
how is it,
So,
is that a typo where it says deducted monthly, is that included, or is that?
no, that's what's deducted out of their checks every month.
On this side, that will be get forward.
That is, we pay them quarterly, and that is what they get paid quarterly. So they are by no means being paid the full amount of their Part B deduction.
It said that we were supposed to do that, right?
Well, they started being reduced.
But we didn't have a resolution. We got, we started that, right?
There was no resolution.
It was done by the employee handbook to accept.
But in the employee handbook, that says it needs to be done by order of the town board. And it didn't say that we can just do that at one minute prior. Because that's there. And I think it's okay, I'm ready to say it, right? So, to me, this is not fair. I think the other people money, I think we should help the people. That's a type of-
You don't know what you want to do, we'll move any way you want to make. If you add up this money quite a bit, then we'll have to, we don't take any money out of their, manifest, like everybody will get the regular health insurance pay at the time. And if you wind up figuring out that the manifest pay is roughly, I think, we've got $2,652. Per person.
That's what it costs per
So
year.
if you figure out a percentage of what we pay, which is about 6 or 7%. Some of this was the idea of reduce these a little bit so that we don't have to give them a check and they don't have to give us a check back. So whatever, the board decides. and make that final decision.
Just want to check, I just want to ask Mr. and Mrs. Shield, they were very involved, so I'm not going to mention everybody's name. But Mr. Shield. It looks to me like he's paying $1,020.60 quarterly. That looks right to you. How, 170 times 2 times 3.
Okay.
He's getting paid back $179.40 for anticipation. $1,011.60. And I'm not, I'm just asking. You put this together, that.
I put these numbers together. The whole program was in place and
Right.
when I came.
As far as he knew, when he retired, that was the letter of the law, or what he was get. So he'd get a short change. short 841, 24. For $264. So that doesn't seem quite right to me.
Right.
I do have it. I came up with $1,020.60 is what they're paid, Mr. and Mrs. Shields, what they're paying. But what they're getting reimbursed is 970 times 2, which is 179.40. The difference is 841. But when we multiply that by 4, you're at $3,364 a year. In his mind, when he retired, he would have been receiving, but he's not getting it. Do that. That's resolution. How we started it, we decided to do it. But do that.
All right, well, the best thing I can tell you is because that's why I wanted to make it settle it as, let's get a buyout. $1,200 a year, a buyout for all these people. And, this way that everybody's the same, instead of going.
So after we give you $1,020, you would be going.
And we need a little bit more work on this.
Yeah, we should put this all together and see what we owe for, when did we start it?
We have letters that they don't know about.
Maybe you put some more figures under
Okay. Okay, yep. I can tell you that, can I just say that according to the employee handbook, an health insurance buyout is $1,200 a year. So
that backed up by the increase in the previous or-
That's a kind of a different section though than this.
right, but for, I guess I'm just saying that as, because I can tell you as bookkeeper, I look at it as we have a couple of people that are receiving a health insurance buyout, and they are not receiving what is to me the known health insurance buyout. So I guess that's my point there. I believe that if I were to go back and read the letters, they were reimbursed the cost of the actual insurance plan. I mean, that's not what is done to employees or that don't take our insurance. You're given a $1,200 buyout a year, not the cost of the insurance. So just to clarify that for you.
That's kind of, that was what we're talking about here.
Yes, but as far as my life as a bookkeeper, to me, the health insurance buyout is $1,200 a year.
How old is it?
It was adopted, I believe, January 1st, 2013. It was effective. It's in desperate need of being upgraded at this point.
In my opinion, what I would do, and again, it's just, use that as another option, is we immediately make these people whole on what they're paying right now, and then look to see what we take it from them over here. See what that means. Maybe, give some kind of incentive. Well, that's what we're working on, right?
All right. We're just trying this new, this is our first shot, so hopefully we get a little bit better as the weeks go by. We have Tammy, Lorenzo is, helping us for a couple of weeks. She works for the county. She does the IT, these computers at the county. We have Chris that's gonna help us also for a few months. And hopefully eventually we'll find somebody who will be permanent. And we got Mike, no, okay, Mike is back, he's IT, he set it all up, so we worked on it yesterday and last week. And the only problem we had, and still looks like we might be having a problem, is the speakers have to be closer to us when we talk. Because like mine here, is way out right there, unless you lean real forward. So we moved them all forward today to see if that helps out, and I think it is helping out, right?
I don't think you can see it from there, but you feel like you stand up.
Well, we're not supposed to take any questions from the audience, so I'd ask Bob, if you just hang in there until next week, it's next Monday, we will take some more questions on it, so we'll get this started. That's all I think we had for the workshop, so I think we can't go right into the regular meeting at 7 o'clock.
I just remember, this is just so wonky as far as the numbers go. If you look at, I don't want to say that name, the third one down, quarterly parking reimbursements,
Mhm.
it's 149.70, and then if you jump over to the other page, the only thing she's paying 178. So how can you do such a difference in what people are getting reimbursed? I
I'm
know
not
we kinda
sure.
got it.
These numbers were in place when I came, so I was not part of the formula. I do not really know the formula as to how these numbers came up.
You see some people are getting less than half of what they're paying.
I'm assuming it has to do with when they retired. I would assume it has to do with when they retired and when, how much of it ended up getting cut back.
So I think you have to dig into this. I would think you should pay what people would actually pay.
We're gonna adjourn until 7 o'clock, so if you're out there, we're just gonna adjourn until 7 o'clock. Until this, we have more information on it.
Can you hear me?
All in favor?